What's up, boozers?
Today we have Babushka. She come from another country.
I have yet to learn how to say hello in Russian.
Psycho! 1960!
It's a Hitchcock. It's our first Hitchcock.
It's our first Hitchcock.
Okay, I'm not gonna be racist, but I think before a lot of...
Usually when you say that sentence, it's followed by a racist sentence.
Okay. I'm sure many people have noticed that people looked different back even only 30, 40 years ago. Facial structures were, I feel, more characteristic, more nationalized. And I think that's really evident that before there was a lot of integration in America. I find the beauty of actors in older films to be so much more profound. I thought both these chicks were smoking hot. That's what I'm saying. Rarely do you see a film where people cast as siblings actually look like they could be siblings, and I thought they totally could.
Yeah,
they looked like sisters to me.
They did look like sisters.
And that's so rare.
This movie stars Anthony Perkins, Janet Leigh, and Vera Miles. It was also written by Joseph Stefano and Robert Bloch.
Joseph Stefano. His name's totally Giuseppe. He's just trying to play it off like it's not.
So if you haven't seen this movie, you probably should. It was from 1960. And a Phoenix. I'm your Phoenix.
I'm your fire.
So a Phoenix secretary works, I guess, at a bank or something along those lines. A client comes in, and he hands
a client
comes in, basically hands her $40,000. It's not for her. She's supposed to take it to the bank and put it in a safety deposit box or something like that until they can get him to write them a check over the weekend. What does she end up doing? She ends up running away with it.
Money and runs.
Yep. She goes pretty far to not be caught. Ends up being seen by her boss as she's leaving town. After she says, I don't feel well, I'm going home early after the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Sees the boss. Then no one can get a hold of her over the weekend. She makes it out to this little remote hotel who's run by a man. The Bates Motel, yes. Run by a man and supposedly his mom. If you don't know the twists and turns in this one, then...
Where the fuck have you been?
Right, go watch it. Because we're giving that crap away.
Get your shit together and watch it. Fuck's sake, it's Hitchcock.
She ends up changing her mind and like, oh god, I think I'm going to go back to Phoenix. I'm going to go back to the Phoenix. And I'm going to see if I can fix what I've done and hopefully not get arrested, blah, blah, blah. They made a point to mention that no charges would be pressed. They just want the money back. So she was going to go back, see if she could get her job back, and, came to her senses. Like
after stealing 40 grand.
Right.
This is in the 60s when 40 grand is probably worth about $1 million now.
Right. So she ends up being murdered in this hotel by the man's mother. And then people start looking for her, not being able to get a hold of her.
Her sister and
they put the pieces together.
Hire a private detective.
Yeah, they end up putting the pieces together and find out that she was staying at this hotel and the guy's full of shit. And they think that there's a woman up in his house that he says is his mother, but they're not sure, so they end up distracting him.
Technically.
Technically, it's the mother.
A well-rotted corpse.
She's just the corpse, right. And he dresses up like his mother and has arguments with himself or something. He's fucked up, basically. IMDb rates this an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to be right on par this time. I think 8.5. While I think it was slow in the beginning and the build-up was kind of crappy, overall, it's a very memorable film.
I think Norman Bates is the cutest motherfucker ever.
He is. He's adorable.
Oh my god, he's so cute. 8.8.
0.8?
8.8.
Oh, 8.8. I thought you said a 0.8. I'm like, whoa!
It's not my favorite Hitchcock film because it doesn't have fucking Jimmy Stewart.
Well,
Noob.
What can you do? It's definitely worth the watch if you have not seen it. And if you haven't, I'm sorry that we ruined it for you.
Music's great. Cinematography's great. The cast is super fine.
everything. There's so many films that have taken from this movie.
It was the first real slasher film.
Yeah. So make sure to comment down below what you thought of this movie, if you thought of this movie.
Of this movie.
Yes, I am not babushka like you.
No, we still use microfiche and that stuff. You know, like this microfiche is tiny like a newspaper, but you put the thing and it shows up.
And go ahead and hit the like and subscribe down here as well, because we do videos on this channel 2 times a week. So if you subscribe, you won't miss anything. You'll get a nice little notification on your phone. Mm-hmm. We have social media down below. If you are in the Minnesota area,
come film with us,
Come film with us. Come get drunk. Come watch something. We're nice people. All right, and until next time, guys, stay awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.